At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
11, mighty. 11.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Again, Kamara pushing for the end zone. He's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
He needed 3 here on 4th and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like it.
Well, it's a Packers touchdown. Tyler Conklin, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, stop.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
On 1st and 10. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm on 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Alert! Alert! Go!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Stroud. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdowns.
This drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
I'm not lying. Liking 18. 18 Robert, 18, 70 Ranger.
Stroud looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. The York on now for the extra point.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
11 MT, 11 Thomas. 11,
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now it's Burrow.
Way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And Burrow going to throw again. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
Touchdown, Packers! Jackson Smith and Jigba from 3 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Shot alert, let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hold me ready.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
For the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Cowboys,
they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still 1 game remains before they join the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to finish a regular season unbeaten.